English wasn't my first language, actually. English was something that I had to learn in school. I used to get my B's and D's mixed up all the time, and it's in my last name. I have a B and a D right after each other, and that's how I used to remember which was which. But I love doing math. Math just always made sense to me because there was always one right answer, and every step is laid out for you. It's like rules. I like the rules. There's so many different things that you can do in the world of engineering. And I kind of went into college thinking I don't want to do robotics because it was like the main thing that was associated with engineering, and I wanted to do something a little different.
But soft robots are a relatively new field, and I've quickly realized there's a huge potential still.
So most people who think of robots think of robotic arms that you see either in assembly lines or like a Roomba vacuum that comes across your house. And those are all rigid robots. But soft robots are a new field. And the reason it's called soft is because it's made of soft materials.
They're stiff but soft because I can bend it back and forth, and this is what we call a bidirectional limb because it moves in two direction. And we just call it a limb because this could be maybe a leg that moves back and forth, or it could be a head that swivels. We don't know what part of the body it's going to be on, so we just call it a limb.
And the thing about soft robots is that soft robots are accepted in the science community as an inherently safer robot. But because this is such new technology, there hasn't been a lot of research done on what the parameters of that safety is. And that's what I'm looking at. Based on the speed that the robot is going at, what is the output force that this soft robot is giving? The math that I've learned in the engineering classes that I've taken in the past 2 years, or even some of the stuff I've learned in physics in high school, it translates almost directly to what I'm doing in lab.
This is the limb we're going to try to attach to the car first, and if it works, wonderful, and if it doesn't, we will look at some other designs.
We don't have any robots in this lab that move at a crazy high velocity, so instead of creating a new robot, which would have probably taken me the whole summer, instead I bought a RC car off of Toys R Us or Amazon or something.
This is the part that I didn't want to make myself. RC cars are easy to control, and they move at a pretty considerable speed.
I made a little plate that goes on top of it with a 3D printer, and now our robot fits straight into the car. And with the remote control that the car came with, I can just control the speed of the robot myself. And then we can figure out the force that these robots are exerting. Going into engineering, people always ask me, what do you want to do with that? Because there's just so many different things you can do. What I would really love to do in the future is teach.
Okay, so this, remember I told you this was called substitution because you put this expression into the y, right?
Y? Wait, what?
I had a math tutor when I was in middle school, and I became very close with my tutor, and I started babysitting her younger kids because she had a little baby at the time, so I was babysitting her little kids. And she asked me, she's like, hey, my daughter needs help with math, and she won't let me teach her. Do you mind tutoring my daughter? And I started tutoring her daughter, and I absolutely loved it.
So you take this expression, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you're going to plug it in for y right there.
Oh, yeah.
Does that make sense? Here, try that. I think that one should be solvable.
Like that?
Yeah. And then, yep. And then you can solve that as you normally do, right?
I just love teaching other people, and I love seeing the smile on their faces when they get a problem right that they've been working on for a long time, like that aha moment.
I feel like math is something that is so scary for some people, and I want to take that aspect away from it because I think it can be fun if you know what you're doing.
When we do our math in class, there's only one right answer, but in research, we don't know the answer. That's why we do the tests. Right now, we want to find the safety parameters for these soft robots, but I don't necessarily know the exact relationship that is going on. And that's why I love working in lab and doing research. When you do these experiments, we're learning new things, which is it's pretty cool in my opinion.